Welcome to Skol Chat with Skoda. We are a chat group created by four guys who are a blended family, not only through the traditional familial means, but also for the love of the game, specifically for our favorite team, the Minnesota Vikings. We won't claim to be professionals, nor will we cover a lot of stats unless it is specific to the topics we'll be discussing. We are just four fans who get together to basically discuss all aspects of the team, from games, training, releases, signings, and the overall organization itself. Our name is derived from two of us who currently reside in Minnesota, and two of whom reside deep within Packer territory. This is not our livelihood, as we, like many of you, have busy lives, and what we hope to obtain are additions to our blended family by having you become a part of it. We have room to add a couple of you at a time during our airings and would like you to join us in our chat. As with any family, there will be happy times and sad times to be discussed and experienced. Although the game may only last a season, the desire for the game and the team is year-long. If you want to join us, please hit the subscribe button, follow us on YouTube, and give us either a thumbs up or a thumbs down, depending on your experience, and leave us a comment. If you'd like to join us during the show, contact us at the email link provided below.
Welcome, everybody, to Skol Chat number 16. As the intro said, if you like what we're doing, give us a thumbs up. If you want to join us for a episode, email us at skolchatwiscota@gmail.com. The email will be in the description. Email us at that email address, and we'll set things up for you to join us. And with that, let's roll into Skol Chat 16. So the NFC North is kind of turning into a wild division. We have... Who do we want to start talking about? What game do you want to start with?
I don't know. I guess.
Pick one, anyone.
Okay, Packers. They lost to the Bengals.
That's not true.
No,
No, you must have been
won
watching. Must have been watching CNN.
no. I looked it up. What, am I wrong?
No, they lost 27-18.
That's what I.
Unless you're in like an alternate. You're in an alternate universe.
That's what I got. Packers lost to the Bengals, 27-18. The Bengals.
Who's gonna tell them? No, it's the Packers won. I'm not sure if you just
Really? I misread that?
Yeah. You did you put it on your giant screen?
No, I put it on, wrote it down.
Oh, yeah, you maybe transposed it or...
Well, I must have transposed it while reading it because I could have sworn it said Packers.
Yeah, the opposite way around. The score is right, but...
Yeah, I'm not even sure if that's the right word. It sounded good at the time. But yeah, so and when we get to the...
win them all.
We'll bring that up. I think we all got that wrong. Oh, we got it right. Never mind. We all got it right. We all picked the Packers.
I thought the Commanders were going to beat the Bears.
Yeah, but, three fumbles.
I thought for sure.
3 fumbles and a, interception. Commanders couldn't have given it away any more than what they actually did. And they were able to recover one of their fumbles, but that one at the end of the game was very costly trying to run that clock down. Knowing those guys are pretty active. The Chicago was pretty active all night and trying to punch the ball out as often as they could. That was pretty risky, move that Daniels took with trying to run the clock down.
Pretty darn close game, 2024.
Yeah, yeah, that's where they lost it. That was their final giveaway of the ball. Like I said, they couldn't have given the Bears more opportunity with the way they were playing to give the ball away throughout the night.
Now, the real shockers had the Lions lost to Kansas City. They're 17.
Yeah, it was in Arrowhead. The Chiefs were kind of not playing their best, football. I almost said basketball for some reason. Basketball season's coming up a few weeks, but they always seem to start slow, the Chiefs do, and kind of come on towards the middle and end of the season. So, but yeah, that is kind of surprising getting beat by 13 points. Yeah,
yeah, I figured the Chiefs would pull it out. But yeah, it should have been a little closer, I think.
So when I was looking at the standings for the NFC North, they got the Vikings and Bears 3-2. Now, how many games did the Lions play? Because it looked like they had down there 4 wins and 2 losses.
Yeah, so they haven't had a bye yet. So they played 6 games.
They did, okay.
Yeah. So they played one more game than the rest of the NFC North. So I'm assuming their bye week's coming up here.
Damn bug crawling. Geez, you ought to see how big that bug looked in that thing. One of them aged beetles, and it looks like, holy buckets. Yeah, okay. Sorry, folks. My new toy. the magnifier.
Like I say, you always like to say the term find his frog hair, so now you need to find a frog and see if they actually have some hair on them.
Yeah. Then I got a good friend that told me that if I ever want any roofing done, he'll help me get up on the roof there and do it because that's just kind of high. Then I got a shipmate that always say when I ask him how he's doing, he'll say hanging in there like a hair on a biscuit. I thought that was a good one. Hanging in
Must
there
been baked
like a hair
into it.
on a biscuit. So anyway, the standing, how come they got the Packers first and the Lions second? I don't know.
Because
of the win-loss percentage.
Yep.
The Packers tied that one game, and they've only technically lost one game.
Okay. So 3-1.
It's just win-loss percentage, yeah.
Oh, all that percentage crap. It just throws me, what? They only played 4 games compared to the Lions playing 6, because had it 3-1 for the Packers.
Yeah, so they're at a 25% loss rate where the Lions are at a 33.
Okay, thank you. Now I don't know what to look at.
Hopefully that loss will come back to bite them in the butt, though, or that tie.
Yeah.
I think the year the Vikings and Packers tied. Yeah, I think that was the year the Vikings and Packers tied where it bit us in the butt.
Yep, it bit us.
All right, and I still need to work on my little sheet, so I'm not going to show it. But so last week we all picked the Bears to lose. We all picked the Packers to win, and we all picked. Well, I got for us the Lions. Us 3 said that they'd lose, and Tom said the Lions would win against the Chiefs. Is that wrong?
Sounds good to me.
I know. I said that the Chiefs would pull it out.
Yeah.
Pull it out at home.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking because the game was at Arrowhead that the Chiefs would win.
And so the points so far, the point leader is John at 9 points. Second is you, Dad, at 8 points. Tom is at 7, and I'm at a whopping 5.
Whoa.
You got the extra 2 points for getting the score right on for the one Vikings game. So that's how come you pulled out the win there.
Otherwise, I'm tied with Dano.
Yep. So it'll be a lot easier to keep track from here on out. So I won't have, and it's auto saving, so I won't have to worry about losing it. But then I won't have to go back and listen to other podcasts to see what we said.
Okay.
We still haven't figured out what the winner's going to get, though. But let's go into the Vikings-Eagles matchup. They're playing Sunday at noon at UA Stadium. Initial thoughts?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a good game.
I think it'll be good, too.
What I've been hearing, the Eagles are playing like a Super Bowl team.
What is their standing right?
They're 4-2 right now, the Eagles are. They've lost 2 in a row. They lost to the Commanders, and then they turned around and lost to the Giants.
That really
last
shocked
Thursday
me when I saw that the Giants beat the Eagles. I was, holy smokes.
Yeah.
Well, I'd say, that Scadaboo, I wish the Vikings would have drafted him. The Giants drafted him in the 4th round. He scored 3 touchdowns, and then was it Dart, the quarterback for the Giants? He was just running all over the place. So, and I saw somewhere like on the season that the Eagles are only averaging 3.5 yards per carry on their rushes. Hurts is like beyond 10 yards throwing downfield. Like his completion percentage is pretty low. So yeah, they're not playing like they did last year. But again, it's like the losing team in the Super Bowl. Sometimes the winning team the next season's they're just not playing up to par.
Yep.
I mean, back in the 80s with the 49ers when they had their dynasty going, there was years where they're a year or 2 in between Super Bowls. So I think they did have a 3-peat or a 2-peat at least at one point. Yeah, I mean, it's not very many teams nowadays that win more than 1 Super Bowl in a row. It's a lot more parity.
They've now lost their last 2 games that they played, so they really have something to play for and at home.
I think it's going to be they put stuff on tape that the Vikings are going to attack. So we'll see what the game plan is, and hopefully O'Connell doesn't come out and try to throw his 20-yard down the field passes and make the line protect for 5-6 seconds. Hopefully he continues the quick passing.
Well, the way you were talking, listen, McCarthy admitted that he's not 100% yet, and O'Connell's talking like he hasn't determined who's going to be the quarterback for Sunday. He wants to see how the practice goes between McCarthy and Wentz, and the way it sounds each of them going to get equal reps. Well, the way it sounds, But McCarthy been practicing since last week with O'Connell and McCown out there, coaching him and whatever, the way it sounds. Anyway, then also the way O'Connell talked, it's kind of like, well, O-line, who's going to be the center? Is Randall going to continue at that spot or what? And way O'Connell talked was kind of like, to me, I got the impression thinking about Brendel because the way the O-line played in London. So, but you're going to have Darisaw. Way it sounds, the rookie's going to be back, the left guard, and way it sounds, O'Neill's going to be back, and whatever. I don't know. Just
Well,
Yeah. And I think I saw somewhere where O'Connell said like it's not going to be a surprise who the starter's going to be, but I think even if they know who it's going to be, they're going to do the old football thing of playing it close to the vest, and you won't know until day of the game.
Yep.
So, which there's no reason to say at this point. They may know behind closed doors who it is, but they're not going to announce it.
Well, see, the thing is, today they had both McCarthy and Wentz do the press conference. Usually on Wednesday is O'Connell and the quarterback, but here it was both Wentz and McCarthy for the press conference. So,
And I heard somewhere that O'Connell seemed like he was upset or mad. Did you watch the press conference? I didn't get a chance to watch it.
I watched the one on Monday.
Was it because of the questions?
Well, the way someone asked the question on Monday, he was irritated with the question. And then
What was the question,
today
though,
it
about
sounded
starting
like he
quarterback?
was
What was the question though that he got irritated with on Monday?
I'm
Who the
trying
starting
to
quarterback was going to be, or what was?
Well, I think on the line, I think the question was, because O'Connell said that McCarthy was there, be out on the field with the other players and that, whatever. Then the question came to him, I think, was on the line, is McCarthy going to start against the Eagles? And O'Connell already stated that, they were just working with McCarthy, see where he was at. Oh, it had to do with something about the fundamentals because last week he made the comment about working with McCarthy on the fundamentals, and the coordination with the feet and the arm and all that throwing and whatever. So Monday, somebody threw that question at him, and it was like, he was a little pissed because he was saying it have to wait till practice, which will start Wednesday, and they'll go through the game plan and everything before determine who was going to play. If McCarthy is up to snuff or whatever. Then today, it sounded like I could have sworn it was Judd. So, what his name on Purple Daily was asking him a question about McCarthy and Wentz or whatever, and for a minute it sounded like O'Connell was a little irritated with that question. Then later on, in the same person asked him about O'Connell and about his fundamentals and all that, McCarthy said. Then he was a little more even keel and was explaining what he meant by the fundamentals and whatever, because each play and whatever got different, what you do, like third down, yard to go or whatever, or second down, 15 yards to go and whatever, what the different fundamentals for each play to gain. You follow what I'm trying to say. So, yeah.
I
get it.
myself,
No,
if
I
Wentz
mean,
plays, I think if Wentz plays quarterback, I think we'll pull it out. That's pretty much where I'm at.
Well, then again, he could have a meltdown too.
yeah, I don't.
And JJ could play
He's proven that he's.
just tear it up. But right now, with the lack of the preseason game play time and our first couple matchups, and I understand the O-line really doo-dooed on the bed, for those first couple of games. They still got to see something.
Well, they got to put him out there in order to figure out what's what.
Right.
But they're not going to throw him out there if he's not 100% because you need the base for passing plays and also be able to, escape and protect himself, from getting hurt.
Yeah, it'd be very unfair if they did put him out there and he wasn't ready. I mean, and I don't see them doing that. They're pretty good about not.
Well, McCarthy even made that comment is better decisions, part of the fundamentals of the play or whatever, escape the pocket. If he runs, if he trying to make the first down or whatever, if look like somebody's going to come and hit him, the step out of bounds 3 hours before or whatever, or if he's got a wide open path to know when to drop and slide to protect himself instead of what he would try to do, so yeah. But like you said, he's not quite 100% yet. Yeah. And knowing
I mean, those high ankle sprains, they take it's almost longer than a break.
Yeah.
But I mean, in my mind, I think it's going to be Wentz.
Yeah, probably will be.
Starting.
Well, McCarthy even
which
said,
could create an issue.
What I was going to say was, yeah.
Am I like breaking up and glitching out?
In a while.
Okay. I was like wondering, I'd start talking and like you guys weren't like responding to what I was saying. I'm like, am I on mute?
Do you have a VPN or anything?
No, I don't know. What were you going to say though, Dad?
McCarthy did say that, apparently he must have had a second opinion because they were somewhat saying 4 to 6 weeks or 2 to 6 weeks to get back, so brought that up, about his high ankle sprain. He said he never had one before. He had the lower ankle, but not the high ankle sprain. So there's a difference there. And yeah, anyways, more likely Wentz will be the quarterback, I think. But, but I thought it was unusual backs to be doing the press conference.
They're just emotions. I mean, if they had one quarterback, then that's going to give the team an indication of who's going to be the starter.
Well, yeah.
So, I mean, it makes sense, I guess, in that sense of things where they had both of them have the press conference. Like I said, like if Wentz starts, they win. How do they go back to McCarthy? How do they throw him back in there? I just see it being even harder. Or say it's 2 or 3 games down the road and Wentz has won all 3. Because after this Sunday, they're going out Thursday night to play in, LA against the Chargers.
I think they have the toughest schedule remaining.
Yeah.
In the league. So
if you want to see how or what your quarterback is like or whatever, you got to play him.
But
if
then
you don't
the best
play
best player should be playing.
Well, I see your point, but here's the deal: you got a quarterback on his rookie contract. He already missed a year because of injury. Now he's got this injury. He might be out for another week. Wentz might win the game. Then if McCarthy's out on Thursday night and it's a toss-up if Wentz can pull it off on a short week. But the bottom line is, if you don't put McCarthy out there, you wait till next year, well, that's his 3rd year. So you're only going to get year and the year following for him on a rookie contract because become the 5th year, you're only going to have 2 seasons to know what you got in McCarthy. So when the 5th year comes around, do you throw in the 5th year option, keep him? If he's good, then you have to pay more. But if you find out now, to the 4th year or whatever, well, he's not working out or whatever, who knows. But you got to.
It's a fine line to walk. How many years did Rodgers sit behind Favre?
It was at least 2.
2 years. Look at Jordan Love sat behind Rodgers for damn near the whole rookie season or year. And then he played one year. And because toward the end of that season he played so good, They give him a $60 million contract a year. So he's not all that great of a quarterback. So do we want to?
And you still have to
They over-
play, like Joe said, you have to play the best quarterback available because you got to play, you have a Super Bowl caliber team when everyone's healthy, and you let them all go to waste if you aren't playing your best one.
Oh, you never know. McCarthy might be the next Mahomes.
I do recall, though, Mahomes come up
this is
pretty hot on his first few games.
Well, his first year, he sat behind, what's his name? Yeah, and he came out and played a couple games at the end of the season. Then the following year, he came out playing. So
Came out on fire.
yeah, been somewhat on fire ever since. So anyways, you never
he's
know.
He's losing that mojo just a little bit at a time, but yeah, he's still playing.
Yeah.
he's carrying that team. He's been carrying that team.
Yeah. McCarthy doesn't have to carry the team. He's got Jefferson. Right now, got Addison.
That's the point, though. He was holding the ball and not throwing it. That was the issue.
To get the ball to him in order for it to be effective.
And it might have been a mix of him holding the ball, might have been a mix of play calling and the
line. I mean, yeah.
Fine.
Yep,
it's
both
all
over pretty good.
We can beat it.
And he doesn't have it. I'm just saying, in the end, you have to play your best players that you have available.
Whoever has the best chance of leading the team to win should be the starting quarterback. But that being said, if Wentz starts Sunday, guarantee you that 75% chance that he's going to play Thursday. Why have a short week and throw McCarthy out there?
Gotcha. I got you.
Unless he gets hurt, obviously.
Yeah.
And he does have that shoulder injury on his non-throwing shoulder, so for Wentz.
Yeah.
I mean, at this point, it's dang. I don't know. Whoever plays, I hope they win the game. That's all I can say.
Yeah.
We'll have to see what happens, right?
So I'll go with a win.
Throwing in the prediction already. You say the Vikings will win 17-14.
What's the rest of the injury report, though? You were talking about the line. Because you might change your score after hearing the rest of the injury report.
I got it right
here. I did
here.
look it over real quick before I got.
You did.
Came on.
This is news to me.
All right, here we got knee, full participant. Then we got Blake Cashman, hamstring, full participant.
Definitely looking forward to him being back.
Yeah, me 3. Then we got Michael Jorgen, hamstring, full participant. Carson Wentz, shoulder, full participant. Donovan Jackson, wrist, light participant. J.J. McCarthy, ankle, same thing, light participant. Brian O'Neill, knee, light participant. Andrew Van Ginkel, gangster, his neck, light participant. What's it? Ingram, light participant. Oh, that's the Eagles report. You want it?
Sure. Do they got any players that are out?
Well, let's see. Zach Bond, linebacker, finger, full participant. Grant Calteria or whatever.
In a car door?
Yeah, that could be tight end. Did not participant. Jalen Carter, defensive tackle, heel, full participant. Jordan Davis, defensive tackle, shoulder, full participant. We got, what's his name? London Dickerson, guard, ankle, light participant. And Quinon, is it how you pronounce it? Quinn, I-O-N, Mitchell, cornerback, hamstring, light participant. There.
I've never heard of any of those names.
Well, now you did.
So it sounds like for the most part, they probably won't have their one tight end, but everybody else has a pretty good chance of playing.
Yeah. Well, how about our boys? What do you think? I think Cashman will be out there.
Yeah, I think so.
Anybody that's full, there's a high chance. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, anybody who's full is a high chance. And then, as far as anybody limited, it's kind of
disappointing that it's probably going to be another week before Van Ginkel.
Yeah. But I'm glad that he's not a DNP.
Well, you know what? I hope Donovan Jackson is out there playing.
He was limited.
He was limited, full limited.
But I think Cashman's definitely going to make a big difference coming back for sure.
Who were you asking
And I hope
about?
Biden Pace sits down and they play Wilson. O'Neill.
It's limited. And Yeah, all the ones I mentioned after Wentz are limited. Wentz on up to the top to Cashman and Batty, they're all full participant.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, and just
nothing
going back,
else.
Cashman's going to help out in the run game quite a bit,
Yeah, I
which
think I
that's going to
agree
help.
with you, Joe. Cashman and Wilson should be the linebackers. I don't think Ivan Pace ought to play this game unless he's in rotation or something.
Unless it's in passing downs and he's going to be blitzing the quarterback.
Yeah.
I think it's just too much for him to handle right now. I don't know what the defense hasn't changed. They're playing more zone on the back end this year than they have last year. And that's the only difference, really.
They're not right.
I hope Van
Blitzing
Ginkel
like,
plays.
huh?
No, like, yeah, they're not blitzing. Like, I don't know. I don't know why. Are they trying to protect the back end? I don't know. I don't know why they're not blitzing.
Well, yeah, that's they haven't been blitzing like they have last year. Is it because they got more confidence in the D line to get to the quarterback? Well, you would think so. With our
Yeah, what they thought they were going to, get with their free agent pickups.
yeah. Then Turner, stepping up from last year.
Well, I think the only person that's getting consistent pressure is Grenard. Everybody else that's in that, like, he'll get pressure. He'll get the quarterback to move from the pocket, but there's nobody there to
Get him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where Van Ginkel would be there to get him. He just has a nose for the ball. But again,
Yeah.
I hope it's the indication that he'll been after that based on his limited participation in practice or limited practice. And shoot, this game's gonna be it's a tough one to guess.
It is.
I mean, besides the linebackers, there's really not much injuries on the defensive side of the ball, which is a good thing. Hopefully Harrison Smith will play more snaps. I mean, they said they're going to ramp him up, but they had a bye week, so it's kind of hard to ramp up from a bye, but hopefully he's up in the 30s and 40s this week.
Yeah.
I'll go Vikings 20-13.
What did you say, John?
17-14.
I'm going to say 21-17.
Thought you were looking through the Farmer's Almanac to find the score.
I was going through the files up here,
Just had to go the 1 point over me, though. But it's Price is Right. If you go over, doesn't count. Okay.
Damn it.
All right. We predicted the scores, so I'm sure Tommy would pick him to win, right?
Who knows? Knowing him, he'd probably pick the Eagles.
Probably.
Yeah. We'll keep our fingers crossed.
All three of us are thinking the Vikings going to win. Good.
They're at home. They're at home. It's a noon game.
Yep. Yeah, I really hope our fellow fans are fill that stadium and really make it loud.
They got to be ready for the tush push, and they just got to make sure that they have a spy so Hurts not just running all over the place. So, all right. So let's jump into the NFC North predictions.
Okay.
So we'll start with the Packers since they are in the lead right now based on winning percentage. They are playing the Cardinals.
Ooh. How are the Cardinals?
It looks like in Arizona, 4. They should have beat, who was that? The team they were supposed to, was it Tennessee? They were winning like 24 or something like that it was like 20. They're in the lead quite a bit, and they
lost.
Just let the team back in the game and lost. Yeah.
Was it Tennessee?
But it is in Arizona.
I heard too.
Yeah, it was a Titans. Yeah.
Fire in Tennessee, even after winning the game. Weird. Okay, the Cardinals are 2-4.
That was 2 weeks ago. That was 2 weeks ago when the Cardinals lost to the Titans.
Okay.
They lost to the Colts 27-31 this last week.
Close game though. Okay. What the hell? I'm gonna pick the Redbirds.
See you, John.
Kind of going over their injury reports real quick.
Who's looking in the Farmer's Almanac now, huh?
They're playing against Murray. Actually, Kyler Murray hurt his foot, and he was a DNP.
Who's the backup?
Receiver was out for a concussion. Wait, he was limited.
Harrison Jr. was out?
They're limited, I guess. So their receiver, Zay Jones, was a DNP, and the running back, Amari Demercado, were non-participants. So, I mean, that's just the Packers on this one.
No, the Cardinals going to come back. They're going to go for revenge.
I'm going to have to pick the Packers, too.
Jeez, where we going?
Well, if half the team wasn't injured for the Cardinals, I'd pick them, but Mighty Might is hurt his foot and his receivers are out of the game.
I've seen stranger things
And
happen.
when it was
Yeah,
running,
things have happened. I mean, Minnesota has lost to some teams.
Yeah, did you hear about that? Well, Riker, that field goal that went way off to the right?
Yeah.
NFL admitted that the ball hit the cable.
Yep. But because they made the wrong decision, it doesn't matter. It still stays on his record as a miss.
Yeah, that's bull crap, huh? Yeah, bunch of horse pucky, if you ask me.
It is. When they make a mistake, it should be recovered. But, I mean, look at their decisions like when Percy Harvin caught that touchdown and they took it back and they admitted that was wrong, but that knocked us out of the playoffs completely.
Yep.
Because McCarthy challenged it, so ruled a touchdown. McCarthy challenged it, they overturned it, and then they come back and admitted the next week that, yes, it was indeed a touchdown.
to be
The
some
year the Packers
accountability.
went to
You
the
can't just
Super
be
Bowl.
like, oops.
And that game was against the Packers. That's the year
Yeah.
they went to the Super Bowl and won.
Too bad
2008
that
against the Steelers.
kick. Too bad it didn't break the cable. Then they kick over. Yeah.
That's what it should have been. Yeah. But, okay, so the Lions are on a bye, and
It'll be fun if we pick them to win and they
give it to the Saints.
actually lose. Is it in Orleans?
Oh, let's see here.
Let me pull it up here. It's at Soldier Field.
It is at Soldier Field.
The Saints just beat somebody, I think. They got their first
Yeah.
win.
They did win their first game. Let me see if I can.
Oh, that was... I thought it was just recently, but no, they...
Yeah, no, wait. It was the Giants that they actually beat 2 weekends ago on the 5th of October.
On the 5th. Yeah.
So they actually beat the Giants.
And then the Giants come back and beat the Eagles.
Yeah.
The Saints.
2 weeks ago. So let's see if I can see the Saints injury report.
Say the Saints.
The Saints come marching in.
To the windy city, falls to the Saints.
So for the Saints,
Right?
Kamara did not practice. Their cornerback, Gatum, did not practice. The wide receiver was limited. Their other cornerback was limited. Their defensive tackle is full crack.
Wow. So you get that, Joe? I picked the Saints.
I got it. And then we started singing when the Saints come marching in. I'm unfortunately going to have to pick the Bears to get their 4th win in a row.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
The Saints come marching in.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go with the Bears.
The Bears, honey.
I seriously hated traveling through their city.
Worth the, what do you call it? Worth the challenge, guys.
Challenge?
Yeah.
We have no control over the game.
Is it
Ingratitudes.
I do have to
And
try to
wishes?
stay up at least near the top on those points for it.
It's strategery. So we were actually going to have our first guest tonight. They sent me an email and everything, but then they ended up having dance, and we forgot that they had dance. Aria wanted to be on the podcast.
That would have been good.
Yeah.
She's the only one, and she's all our videos, I think. So she said she was listening one night and it put her to sleep. So
Was I
great.
talking?
Who needs sleeping?
Joe.
Must have been all of
Yeah,
us,
huh?
talking.
maybe we have like the NPR kind of voices, maybe.
Boy.
Like, what was that old SNL skit where they're the shitty
Anything but
here's
NPR.
oh yeah government funded propaganda. Anyways, so we're gonna
would've
have to
been
not this next week. Maybe we can kind of push it back to a Thursday, and she can join us. Anywho,
I'm willing for it to make it work. I think it'd be neat.
she doesn't want
So,
to sit at this computer. She
that's
wants to
you
sit at the other
guys.
one since I got that working.
Hopefully
Anyways,
your internet doesn't cut you guys out too much.
don't you guys know anybody that might join in? John, you got plenty of relatives.
Half the
Yeah,
people
but they're always busy. I mean, talk to them once in a while.
half the people I know are on the podcast right now. It's some people don't want to put themselves out there. I mean, the whole world can see this.
Yeah, I know. I was trying to talk my friend to join in. He grew up in Philadelphia, so I thought it'd be a good deal to have him on, And he thought about it, then he called, no, I like the way I'm living right now.
Yeah, you see what those fans do.
What he
Throw full beard,
what he
throw
said
beer-
that
Yeah.
he's off the grid. He didn't want to put his face out there, but yeah. No, he'd probably be sitting there
Well, Michael-
drinking his homemade wine.
Toilet wine?
Homemade wine. I don't know. He makes some weirdest wine. He talking about him and his wife grow whatever, and she taking this and doing this and grabbing this and making wine out of it. Okay, Lance, you like it, pal.
My marijuana pickle wine.
Never know. They may invent one that they can be famous for someday.
Yeah. I don't know if anybody get a chance to taste it, that's for sure.
Tastes like real schnozberries.
I'll be interested to see what the injury report looks like tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll keep on top of it. Somebody get a phone call?
Yeah, weird. After 8 o'clock at night, it's coming from the Wisconsin number, but not one I recognize.
Not me. Not me. Not me.
That's more the southern portion
not-
of Wisconsin.
Not me. Not me.
Yep, not me.
That's one of my songs, the title of it. Not me. Well, I got to do with the grandkids. They do this and that. Did you do this? Or who did this? Not me. Not me.
Yep.
So yeah, listen to it.
You already talked about this last time. People are gonna, yeah. You told that stuff. Well, yeah. You gotta. I haven't listened to it yet. Maybe I have. I think I listened to it. I'll listen to it. I'll listen to it again, just to be on the safe side.
Well, the Family House title of the song, last time I looked, got 188 views and one comment. And the person, I don't know if they live in Germany or Norwegian or France or what. So I was trying to figure out, well, one, how do I see the comments, So I had to play around with that. Then I found out. Then hear what's in this language. It kind of sounded like a combination of, I don't know, could be German or Norwegian. So translated, YouTube got the translation there for it. Yeah, the comment was a beautiful song and something like bless you and whatever. Then whatever the Hans Bazaar, anyway, it's a B something or other. Yeah. So, yeah, I got one comment.
Huh, that's cool.
I'm thrilled. Oh, yeah?
I said we got a comment on our podcast.
Bertola's dead.
No, Johnny was the only comment. It was that one
Johnny?
when we couldn't remember Sam Bradford's name.
Oh,
Yeah, he's
Yeah, Johnny would probably be one to be on, but he works nights, so that doesn't work out.
I don't know. Then on weekends, he's busy.
I mean, we could always do it a Saturday morning too. I mean, if it works for everybody else, you might just have to stay up a couple hours.
Yeah, that's true.
What else? Final thoughts.
I don't know. I just want the Vikings to win.
Get everybody healed up and have our best players on the field as often as we can.
Yep. Hang on to the damn ball.
No fumbles. I want them to play consistent from week to week so we know what kind of team they are.
Correct.
Because really, again, the injuries are part of it, but again, they don't have a
identity.
Yeah. And that was in the last year, it was the blitzing defense, and this year we don't know what it is.
Well, that's what O'Connell was talking about too on Monday, and Flo went over everything, trying to pick out what the identity of the team is.
Well, hopefully they had a bunch of self-scouting and figured out what's going to push them over the top to get
figure out, because the last
year, talent.
The last few years, we've been pretty lucky with our start.
Yeah.
One-score games, winning so many of them, and this year just not, well, if we're close enough to being a one-score game, not pulling it out.
Yeah. But
we're
faithful fans, We just go. Yeah.
Yep. We'll stick her out. As we always do.
We might test the next day or that night or whatever, but yeah. But anyways, yeah.
Well, let's put a pin in this one. We'll see everybody next week, and hopefully it'll be talking about the Vikings beating the Eagles 20-13. If you like what you see here, give us a thumbs up, leave us a comment. If you want to join us for an episode like we talked about earlier here in the podcast, send us an email at skolchatwiscota@gmail.com. It'll be in the description below. Send us a note and we'll reach out and add you to a schedule for the podcast. And with that, we already set up a Skol Vikings. Let's win the game.
Skol. Night.